Okay, so this is the final video of the Metal Gear Solid categories. This is going to be Big Boss Hard. After the last PB, I'm feeling pretty excited about this. So, this one actually does have some things to talk about. In addition to the previous difficulties, or in addition to all the previous commentary. Okay, so run's going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Metal Gear Solid 4 once again. This time we are playing on Big Boss Hard, where for the final time we will take once again even more damage, and we have even less ammo, and we have even less healing items. Several parts of this run are going to be extremely dangerous and will require exceptionally precise shots and movement. Alright, cool. Good luck, Slum. Like I said, it only takes 2 to 4 hours to get through it. That's if you skip all the cutscenes. If you start watching cutscenes, Slum, I wish you luck. You'll be here for a couple of years. Alright. So we're moving into Act 1. We're through the tutorial, or we're through the intro. And the game immediately starts off with this AK trick. You fire it at those boxes, and if your movement is fast enough, like that, then you'll trigger a caution, which skips a cutscene here. So that's your primary goal, to skip that cutscene. On Big Boss Hard, there are now 2 guards here, so I'm going to knock one over so that I start taking less damage, and then try to move behind cover. On this difficulty, what I'm going to do is actually camp here so that this alert goes down. I want to not be in immediate instantaneous alert, because you're going to notice that guy's going to turn. This is going to buy me a couple seconds for safety. Trigger that if I can. There's a guard in that room now. So you see him taking a lot of damage here. Him throwing a grenade is good because it bought me time to do a roll. I want to roll through these guys to avoid damage and get on into this room. Longest cutscenes in video games. Alright, so that took quite a beating, but we made it through, and that's the important part. So like everything else, we want to equip our P90, and in addition to our P90, we want our MGL, and then we want to equip our syringe, just like we've done everyone prior to this. And we want our Big Boss face camo, and we want our Middle Eastern disguise. So on this run, health items are going to be very limited, and I'm going to have to be very careful with them. So I'm going to roll over that and fear those two so I don't get any shot by them, because I do not have a lot of health at this moment. Again, I'm not going to be using auto-aim at all for this run, because other than the, I'm not going to be using auto-aim at all, other than for the bike scene. So I only have 5 rations. I can also hold noodles and some other food items. So I might have to do a menu to get those in if I get in a really dire situation. But I believe this will go fine with only 5 rations. We'll find out. All in all, I'm not going to I won't game over unless I'm in a situation where I absolutely cannot heal, such as the Rex versus Ray fight. That actually has some high potential to get a game over if I do not perform it adequately enough. So, at this point, I'm thinking some kind of donation for every, like, minute the Rex versus Ray fight takes. Alright. So we're at Drebin. So this is going to be the same, just like any other part up to this point. Nothing really fancy yet. But obviously I did take a lot of damage, so I do need to try to avoid damage where possible due to, oh dang it, that sucked, due to how much I will be taking should I get hit. So we're gonna go for this again. Not quite get it, but it was okay. It was closer than what it's been up to this point. To the ledge. I'm not getting good ledge movement, unfortunately. That was unfortunate ledge movement, but it was good. Oh well, it was good. Alright, and we're moving up into Frog's fight once we get through this room.
Your radar is marked with which way to go.
So thankfully these people aren't really going to be able to do anything to us. We might get hit once, but that's not going to be a problem. Because we have that car for cover. Again, we might get shot once or twice here. We can very easily, on our next menu, because we're going to have to do another one, menu in our noodles for health. But right now, it's not bad enough to need them. Oh, that barrel almost exploded on us. That would have hurt. Okay. Nice one, Snake. Dude, that sounded really meta in fourth wall. Alright, 2-1. So once again, I'm taking out these sleep gas grenades. So that they don't put me to sleep. Oops, wrong weapon. 2-1. That's all 4 of them. And now we're gonna move on up into Frog's fight. And let's see if we get a good frogs or not. Gotta skip some cutscenes and we'll be there.
Move.
Whew. So we're gonna roll towards this frog to fear her. then we can actually get these frogs to see us through the wall, or through the floor. And then they'll take care of them for us. I thought I took care of that one, but I clearly did not. So you'll notice at this point, I'm gonna have my rations equipped pretty much constantly. The reason for that is just in case. I would rather be safe than sorry. That means I do not necessarily know where enemies are. I have to have memorized their movement. So as long as I have their movement memorized or know where they're going to be, which is pretty consistent on a good collection of parts, this will be okay. So this is gonna make them start coming from behind. Yep, you can see them start coming from behind back there. That's a good cue for the first section. It's a second set from behind. And now Meryl and them should start moving very soon. Oh, I didn't kill her. Awesome, that was the last one. That was not the last one, there's one more. There, that was contact. Unfortunately, because I was fighting that one, I missed my chance to deal with these guys all in one. But we could still take them all out relatively fast. You see me swapping to the solid eye. The reason for that is to make sure I know where they are at all times. Alright, the reason for that is to make sure that I can find them, should they not be showing up. So you'll notice, additionally, there's a lot of frogs now. I'm gonna use this and pick a backup one up. There's quite a few more frogs on this difficulty than there was on the previous difficulties. So this is truly a jump in difficulty. So just like before, we're gonna punch the tall guy, we're gonna punch Johnny. Whenever they stop, there's no need to punch them while they're moving. You wanna punch them when they stop to make the group maintain movement, to make triggers go faster. Then when they line up here, just like every other time, you see them snap, you punch. You counter the snap. That's what I like to call it. You counter the snap. So now, take out a few while you wait, and then head all the way down here. This makes Rat Patrol come this way. Yep, see they're moving? And this begins the next scene, and it gets it triggered. And again, you want to hit Johnny when he's sitting there to make him stand and make him run. Johnny is the only necessary trigger for this scene, and Meryl. I think you need Johnny and Meryl. So they're going to throw a flash, we're going to dodge it, and we're going to move on through, shoot one, take out any other frogs that are revealing their face here. One by one, these frogs are going to go down. That's all of them? That's all of them. We're gonna get into the next scene. Hopefully, oh, we only have one ammunition left. So you notice we used pretty much all of our ammunition that fight. As I said earlier, we have severely limited ammunition, so we have to be very conservative with it. So I only have one more shot, and then I gotta switch to a different gun. You can buy ammo from Drebin, but obviously it involves going into your menu, it involves taking more time, so we're gonna avoid doing that and simply swap to another weapon. So we're gonna swap to the P90 that we put in earlier, because it's the best gun in the game. Just flat up, best gun in the game. Once again, we're gonna land on him in order to trigger this vehicle to come out faster. And now we're gonna take our headshots, if we can get them. I could have used the last grenade there. In fact, I should have used the last grenade there. But either way, we're through that. We have a set number of frogs to get through here. We just gotta take them all out. Sometimes Rat Patrol will do it for us. You saw they actually took quite a few out there for us. We did not get the skip there. That's unfortunate, but it only loses a couple seconds. Alright, we're in the elevator, we're out of the elevator, and immediately the game throws us into another cutscene. I don't know why, I think that's the shortest amount of movement between cutscenes that's greater than 0. Hey, it's Kojima. Hey, it's Kojima. That's a 0, a 1, and a 2, and a 3, a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7. Hey, it's Kojima. Oops. I didn't mean to run with that gun out. Want to be as fast as possible. Thankfully, there's no cycles to meet in this game. It's not a platformer. But still. Actually, that's an incorrect statement. It's not because it's not a platformer, because there are cycles in this game. But in the category we're running, I say category, but let's be honest, Big Boss Emblem is merely for show. It's not actually a requirement. In fact, it's actually slower to go for Big Boss than it is to go for any percent, or than it is to go for Wolf. Wolf Emblem, which I've been getting constantly, means that I didn't use any healing items, and Raven means that I beat the game in under 5 hours. So, that's what each emblem means. Nice. This is any percent. I'm not doing Big Boss. I would not be an entertaining runner for Big Boss because I cannot do Big Boss fast. Aw, damn it. I mean, dang it. So we're gonna equip our rations, and we're just gonna tank this guy because we had the wrong setup. So you see just how much damage you can take here. That's why you really don't want to tank enemies unless you absolutely must. Ow. Alright, and that's Act 1. Yeah, I don't know why people do big boss runs. I guess it's just like for skill. Because it's slower than any percent. It's not faster. You know, I actually could look at doing a big boss run, on Liquid Easy. But I don't know if I really want to ever try Big Boss again. Honestly. I mean, last time I did a Big Boss run, it took 12.5 hours. So, I'm really not interested in doing it again. I might have been. I do remember you being here earlier, Nam. Yeah, I was, but that was like 2 runs ago. I think that was on my Naked Normal run. Alright, so this is Act 2. We're gonna do another menu here. We need to cycle in the M18 and the railgun. And additionally, we're going to put our face camo on. Our lovely Big Boss face camo here. And we're just gonna run through this and fear all of them, because they will do a lot of damage to us if we ignore it. Yes. Yes, you definitely were. Whoa, okay, there's an invisible wall there, everybody.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
So the alert went 4 this time. Okay. The game didn't roll me up that ledge. I don't know why. Alright, just gotta get up here, fear these 3, and we're home free. Ooh, I meant to roll into that. Snake Easter.
Snake.
So the plan, Namri, is we are doing a BBH run now. We've been going through all of the difficulties. This is what's been triggering the alert. I am not friends with the rebels. So this is what I was talking about. This can happen. You have to do some pretty specific requirements to become friends with them. So, on this run, I didn't meet those requirements, so the rebels are actually going to be hostile to me for a chunk of this run. Well, it's not the only thing you couldn't do, because if you don't have the big boss mask, then you don't have every single iPod track, but I don't have that either, so I don't blame you. Because that's hard. Alright, so we're gonna use a syringe here, because that's going to help with our stamina, our physique not being an issue here. And again, you see we're getting pretty low on rations. I tried to fear that guy, but I didn't get him. But yeah, this run, the goal is to get beat the game as fast as possible on BBH. Using the same strats, along with a couple different ones. I I do not ever want to go big boss again.
Every aspect.
No. You misunderstood what I said. The big boss mask is for getting the rank of big boss. And the rank of big boss is for beating the game without triggering any alerts, using any special items, using any recovery items, or killing anybody. You have to meet all 4 of those conditions to get the big boss mask. One of the iPod tracks is unlocked for getting every single emblem. Ah, that's bad. We're gonna hope he doesn't shoot at us. Okay, we're good. I had to run right at him to make sure he did not 40 caliber. Hit us with a 40 cal.
Sending reinforcements.
The iPod tracks, you have to beat the game, and you have to do it on TBE. Sorry. You have to beat the game Big Boss and on TBE. The hardest difficulty to get it. So there's a lot of requirements for it. But one of the iPod tracks is unlocked for getting every single emblem in the game. So this is going to be one of the only times you see me use auto-aim. It's going to be to take out this guy here, or I'm just going to get hit by something. Yeah, so he went behind the wall, so we're good now. We don't have to worry about him. That was going to be the only time I use auto-aim, but a 40mm hit me from behind, or from in front. Yeah. So I'm still triggering the alert with rebels, but that'll be, that's okay. That's not gonna be a big issue here. Don't do it, don't 40 me, don't 40 me, okay, we're good. Yep. I don't blame you. I can't believe I did it myself. Honestly, the only reason I did it is because it saves time on the speedrun. Like, I didn't even want to do it. Yeah, the ragdoll physics are great. So I had to pop another syringe there, because my stamina was essentially empty. And the problem with stamina being empty is if I get hit while my stamina's empty, it pretty much is guaranteed to knock me unconscious. And I do not want to get knocked unconscious. But we are done with Act 2, or not done, sorry. We are pretty much finished with the running part. All that's left now is the boss and the Drebin. The Drebin. I got the drop. That was unfortunate. So there's a ration coming up in this next room that I'm going to try to grab. Or there's 2 rations in this next room that I'm going to grab. Yeah, they'll let me use BB mask. Why wouldn't they?
The nano machine.
It's literally part of the run, and the worst part about it is BB mask is not a it's not a special item. It does not invalidate the special item requirement. The no special item requirement.
surrounded, Snake.
Okay.
You'll have to break through to go after Naomi. Take out those enemy soldiers and clear a path.
So we're gonna take them out. Then these two frogs. So that's our first ration right there. We're going to specifically bait this first wave of frogs into dropping right here. Oh no, you can submit whatever category you want. I'm submitting New Game Plus runs, which is different. Excuse me, game? Okay, that happened. So pick this ration up as backup. Equip my railgun and equip my 50 cal. Yeah, that'd be really cool if they did. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try. And I'm saving these vids so that there's always a chance for next time. Alright, so for Octopus, the strat is to not have her run away like this. Hit her with a railgun. So now what she's gonna do is she's gonna go stealth camouflage. These are little homing tracking bombs. I need to make sure they don't hit me because they're gonna do a lot of damage. So Octopus has 3 common places she likes to sit. That's one of them. So the fact that she was there was good. So now what I'm gonna do is run through the middle of the room, and it's going to bait her to turn into a copy of Mark II. And then using her Mark II, and then we're going to shoot her Mark II in the head. Now she's going to turn into a frog. She's always the same frog in the same spot. And at this point, what we're going to do is sit here to bait her to come through a specific window, get her to open up her machine gun. Unfortunately, she went for the barrel roll, but that's fine. Get her to draw the machine gun, take a shot on her. She's going to turn into Naomi Campbell, the woman we came here to rescue. We're just going to shoot right through and hit her. Then start charging our railgun. The goal is to get a full charge strike. Hopefully she doesn't turn into ball form and troll us. And that is how you do Octopus. So that was Octopus's beast form. Now we have the beauty form. Beauty forms have a little bit of tech, but it's not too complicated. All it is roll away from her, push triangle, push triangle, push triangle, aim at her, and then do it again. She has iframes, so you have to make sure that you time your shots. You either have to double tap really quickly, or you have to time your shots in between to make sure you don't get hit. Make sure you don't hit her iframes, but that's how you do it. Unfortunately, I don't have emotes, so if it's not on Twitch... Alright. And then this last part is the same as it's been every other run. It's just memorizing this path and moving through it correctly. On BBH, there are 1 new enemy that appears on this path, I believe. In addition, the 2 enemies that we have to get really close to who normally wouldn't notice us will now both notice us, and we have to be ready to react to that. Am I the only one running MGS4 on
You think
Twitch?
that could be Naomi's?
So I'm gonna shoot him in the head for safety, otherwise he's gonna trigger an alert, and I do not want that alert. It causes a lot of frogs to come after you, and that is really slow. Because the frogs can shoot you, they drive your stress up. All in all, it's not a good thing to handle
Naomi's
those.
footprints just vanish, but just hers.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone's interested. We were talking about it in Metal Gear, and Jaguar was considering it. If you know Jaguar King, he was considering doing it, but I don't think he's going to do it anymore. So this guy's gonna notice us, so I'm gonna stun her with the mask.
They must have
That
gone
guy's gonna
separate
notice
ways.
us, but we're gonna fear him. That doesn't surprise me. Is OCM playing right now? One Cool Man XOF. No. I don't think that was Jaguar who did MGS3 last year. I know Jaguar did MGS2 2 years ago, but last year I think it was someone else who did it.
I'm noticing more footprints now. Security's getting tighter.
And I know that Plywood has been doing MGS1. He did MGS1 PC, and then he did MGS1 Twin Snakes. So they seem to be taking a Metal Gear every year. So we'll see if they take 4 or 5 this year. Alright, so Drebin strats are pretty much the same. The major difference is we're going to take a lot of damage if we get hit here. So we need to be we need to try to be as quick as possible to take these things out.
Then use the right stick to aim and press the attack button to fire. Watch your aim, Snake. Destroy those power
And again,
suits!
enemies are immune to damage in the air. So we do need to, we can only hit them when they're, we can only hit them when they're on the ground. So right there, we just went for a quick kill, and we got it by sniping him around the door like that. It might have been King. It might have been Jaguar. I don't remember who ran it. All I know is he ran 2.
Echo, they must really like him.
I do not know if he ran 3. He might
Do
have.
something.
Alright, so far so good. We're not getting more quick kills. So, remember, the bullet spray in this game is extremely random. I'm trying for quick kills, I'm aiming at their head, but if the bullets don't fly the right way, I don't get the quick kill. And there's nothing I can do about it. But thankfully we had a really good Drebin 2. The geckos went really well. And we're able to move on without taking any damage at all. On the hardest difficulty in the game, which is 1 higher than this, that room right there can be an absolute nightmare to get through.
Oh, shit!
Go watch Plywood's Twin Snake runs at AGDQ, or SGDQ 2018. He was streaming it all the time. I mean, the problem with Twin Snakes is it's not well received within the community, apparently. So this is all, everything I'm saying right now is secondhand. I don't play the game, I don't know about the game. I own a copy, and that is literally all I have to do with Twin Snakes.
Hey, you gotta do something about that MGS.
But it does not seem like it's received too well in the community. Mainly because Snake, when he dodges, he now does a 327-60 no-scope aerial barrel flip roll. I don't know, that's just what I've heard, though. But yeah, when it comes to MGS4, as far as I know, I'm the only one who's doing any runs. If you don't see Jag doing it, then no one's doing it besides me. I actually have submitted 3, this is the 3rd game I'm submitting, and all 3 games I'm submitting have never been featured at a GDQ before. So I'm actually super hoping that at least one of them gets in. Because I'd love to see more people in the community. Recently, the Metal Gear Solid 4 community it got much bigger within the Metal Gear speedrunning community itself, but that's only because I made a movement to separate New Game and New Game Plus into different categories. So a lot of people came to start running the New Game category for this game. So, and that pretty much left me the world record holder for 4 of the 5 New Game Plus categories. The last New Game Plus category, I pretty much made a promise to never, ever try.
Almost there.
To never take, because the man who owns it is a god Metal Gear player, and I have no right to compete on his level.
Don't fall off!
Well, I mean, it actually kind of is hated because of how much it deviated from the original Metal Gear Solid 1.
Raiden's keeping them busy.
What category is it? It's New Game Plus, it's New Game, single segment, New Game Plus, The Boss Extreme. Oh, we got the really good cycle. So if you're quick enough, that gecko will actually not spawn. He won't jump down. 40 minutes? Okay, that's okay. So yeah, in the community, that would be abbreviated MGS4 SS TBE NG+. If you're interested, the man who owns that record, Mr. Snock, he also has the world record for Metal Gear Solid 3 at it's like a 109, 159, 59. I'm not sure what it is, but Mr. Snock is downright a god at Metal Gear games, and he deserves the records he has. You know what? Not only does he have the second fastest time ever recorded on the most skilled category, he also got a 157 while doing Big Boss. Mr. Snock is a god. Like, I cannot do that man enough justice. And the worst part is, he's kind of dropped out of the Metal Gear community for one reason or another. It's a real shame. Alright, so this is Act 3. What we need for Act 3 is this pistol, and then additionally, I'm going to put the M4 in here. Oh, there it is. And then item-wise, or not item-wise, sorry, camouflage, we're actually going to use a different camouflage. We're going to use the Laughing Beauty, also known as the blonde-haired blue-eye beauty. And you're going to notice we're going to use normal anesthetic shot this time. The reason we use normal anesthetic is because as difficulty goes up, the amount of time an enemy stays knocked out decreases. But the amount of time they stay put to sleep does not change. So the goal is to put all the enemies to sleep, even though it's a little slower, because it's more reliable.
Taking a stroll after curfew?
Alright, so let's see if we get a good pattern here. Did we get a good one? He's running around to this side, so we got the okay pattern. So on this difficulty, anesthetic shots are really important, so we want to make sure that we get that. Then we have to wait for him to show up. He's going to walk over to this corner here. I like my corner. My corner is spotty. So this is why this is the most dangerous spot. This area has been upgraded. There is now not one guard here, but 2. So we need to be very precise. Make sure we take both guards out with headshots. If we miss a headshot, it triggers an alert. It triggers a caution. If it triggers a caution, things are not gonna be good. So now we're gonna take out a second guy. His friend. They're down. This is good. This is really good. These first 2 sets are the difficult part. So the reason he stopped there is he saw these guards unconscious and he questioned it. He's gonna do that for every guard he sees, but the amount of time it loses compared to him questioning these versus the amount of risk it is for him to for them to wake up early is unquestionable. Unfortunately, the hard part is not over yet. That's the first half of this room. There's one more set of guards we have to be very precise about, or everything will go wrong and we will lose over 20 minutes. If this goes wrong in the run, I am simply going to invalidate the run and reload the area. It will be faster to do it again correctly than it will be to take the time loss. These 2 guards are the same on every category. You can't be this good. No, you absolutely could be this good, Namra. All you have to do is sit down and play it. Metal Gear Solid 4, been practicing for maybe 7 months now. I've been playing it. Alright, so we're gonna take out the first guard. Take out the second guard. If kill the animals is an incentive, we're gonna put this bird to sleep. I know it's not killing, but I'm against animal cruelty, so I'll do what I can. Namrai. Okay, cool. I apologize. I will do it correctly from now on. So you'll notice I actually missed a headshot there, which was unfortunate, but thankfully I managed to get the headshot before he radioed in, so everything worked out. And here comes the hard part. Grab this anesthetic for the bullets, just in case. So the first thing we have to do is we have to watch him walk up, and then we have to make sure he starts moving here. Yo, Slum. Gotta wait for this movement. Alright, once he's moved, we have limited time. We need to go, we need to get around this corner. So you notice there's a guard there now. There hasn't been a guard there yet. We need to get into this position here. shoot this guard, stow our weapon. This guard's gonna run up, he's gonna check him out. We're gonna grab him, we're gonna throw him. He's unconscious. Now we wait. If you mess that up, that's 20 minutes of time lost right there. So I'm gonna need to focus. I really want to make sure I do that correctly. He's questioning them, but it's okay. It's fine. He's gonna move. So I did knock that guard out, which means I want to go back and shoot him in the head to make sure he stays unconscious. And I have plenty of time to do that because this guy's going to take his time. See, he already lost 1/3. He's 1/3 of the way awake. So I want to be very careful here. Trank this guy. Make sure he stays unconscious. The last thing you want him to do is wake up and see you guys. Yeah, I don't think this game will ever get ported. Now that, I mean, honestly, now that Kojima's gone, I don't know what Konami is going to do. Alright, cool. Now we made it through Area 1. That's the hard part. We're good. We're through. It went correctly. Part 2, literally, all you have to do is take out 2 guards. Otherwise, it's a cakewalk. We've done this every other, on Naked Normal, Solid Normal, and this difficulty. It's 2 guards. It's the same every time. We're just putting them to sleep instead of making them cry. Thankfully, for this set, he does not investigate.
Look out.
Even,
Find something nearby to hide behind.
he does not investigate
Stay out of the light.
even if they go to sleep, I think. Actually, he might. I take that back. I think if they're sleeping, he does question it. But it's still worth it. Whew. So you notice those 2 guys moved over. They will actually see you if you approach this way with a gun drawn. So I have to make sure I get these 2. Please? Alright, good. We're good. That's room 2 done. So he does question it. But questioning is fine. You know, let's be honest here. They made a pachinko machine of MGS3 using the Fox engine. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make a pachinko machine of MGS2 using the Fox engine, then MGS1, then Peace Walker, and then they're gonna make an MGS4 pachinko machine. I don't think we'll see another Metal Gear game in a long time outside of Survive. Survive getting updates, because I believe Survive still has updates, doesn't it? Okay, so once he's here, we're done with Area 2. We can call it a day. And now we're going to move on into Area 3. So Area 3 is going to have the same strats. I need an audio cue. We'll see what RNG we get. We get good RNG. This is good.
There's something
And we got the
about
best
that
RNG.
trooper.
Okay,
Do you hear
so
whistling?
what's good about that is... Oh, sorry. So on this difficulty, vehicles start patrolling immediately. We already have vehicles patrolling. We have 2 extra guards out here already watching. But by making the NPC run ahead like that, we saved over 15 seconds. We saved closer to 30 seconds by making him move over there. So now we can run, and the only thing we cannot do is draw our weapon. And we will be okay for the rest of this room. I accidentally caused my entire chat to flip tables because I mentioned Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Survive. I apologize, chat. I should not have done that. But yeah, the rest of this is just an escort, or not even an escort, we're just following, and we're not making mistakes. I have 3 rations, okay. I think next menu I'm gonna put noodles in, just in case. We're all so angry now. I'm sorry, guys. My chat, pretty soon they're gonna be asking where the unfollow button is. And we all know you can click the follow button a second time to unfollow, but they want to specifically notify me that they have stopped following me at this point. Alright. There is a ration here, so we might be good and not need the noodles. In all honesty, I've actually never played Survive. I thought it looked cool at first, and then it came out and I was like, and I've just never played it. That hurts more, man. That hurts more. I guess you didn't follow. Oh, well, thank you very much for that follow, Namrai. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know what? I need to start saying enjoy your free hamburgers along with that. Because that's the Wild Arms victory theme, along with Kazuhara Miller holding up his precious, brand spanking new, chemical-laden hamburgers. Are you using me as a test guinea pig for your burgers? It's not like that, old man. Just eat the burger. Please, eat the burger. What is that color? Don't worry, eat the burger. It's delicious. What do you call it? Well, we call it the chemical burger. Chemical burger. I hope at least someone in chat knows what I just did, because it's awesome. It's the best dialogue from Metal Gear Solid 5, hands down. Oh my god, I thought he was about to get hit. I've never seen this cycle before. That was weird. Oh shoot, I accidentally closed my chat. Guys, I can't. Oh no, I accidentally closed my chat and I didn't get to read everything you guys said. I'm sad now. I'll have to go back in the bot and check it out. the last thing I read was the first half of "We don't want hamburgers, we demand," and then I missed the rest of that quote, and everything that comes after that in chat I haven't read yet. Except for the, I believe Survive is a disgrace to Metal Gear fans. But that's literally all I caught. I really apologize for that. I did not mean to hit that button. They want $10 per character file? Whew, boy. That's rough.
Back in. As the
Alright. So we are through the escort. And we're getting to the motorcycle at the 1 hour mark. This is really good.
there was nothing.
So the motorcycle scene has gone from a really loose auto-scroller to a very scary, you might die chase scene. I have to actually protect the truck now, the van now. I have to keep health on me. If I don't have health on me, there's a strong chance I will die at this point in the game. So I need to make sure I keep these on me, keep auto aim on, and take people out as quick as possible. All the geckos here are immune to damage. They are scripted. You cannot kill them. I don't even think you can hurt the geckos. But the guards can all be killed, and honestly, they really all need killed. Because this is going to be really rough if I leave too many alive. So I don't need to focus here, but it is extremely stressful because things can go very wrong very quickly just because this game's bullet spray RNG resulted in you getting hit by stray bullets you could not afford. We got played like a damn fiddle. I actually don't remember any lines other than "we got played like a damn fiddle," unfortunately. And I platinumed Metal Gear Solid 5 the other day. Well, I mean, while I do agree with you, I think you have to consider one thing about a video game. I don't know how old you guys are, but 20 years ago, do you know how much a video game costed? About $60. Nowadays, you know how much a video game costs? It's about $60. Video games have actually costed the same amount of money consistently for the last 20 years. So, companies have to make a profit off of their games somehow. And with DLC and digital purchases being on the rise, I don't blame companies for saying, hey, we can't jack up the price of our game because it's not going to sell unless we include extra content. Let's make them buy digital stuff using like an MMO model in order to facilitate extra income for our game. So I totally understand why they're doing it. It's just certain companies aren't approaching it correctly. I don't know if I can do Solid Snake's voice. I know I probably can't since you just pointed it out.
Enemy, get ahead!
Metal Gear. No, I don't think I can do it. Metal Gear. What's that? What is it? Snake, that's an African mangrove crowd. It's got my knife. What do you mean it's got your knife? It has my knife. This thing's claws could take down a tank. Oh god, stab me! Snake, what are you talking about? Crab battle! What? Snake, what? Crab battle! What are you talking about, Snake? Crab battle! Metal Gear! Crab battle! Yeah, I don't know. I think it's video game market's in a weird spot. So that's interesting. In the UK, they went from 30 to 50. Yeah, in the US, it's been 60 USD pretty consistently through their lifespan. I don't know why, but that's pretty much been what it is. Just $60 non-stop. I mean, at least from, I can honestly only speak from the 90s onwards, because PlayStation is when I started playing, and I know that PlayStation games cost upwards of $60 at the time. I wonder if some rules or regulations came into place in Europe. I mean, I say Europe, which I guess is technically right, because I don't know my Great British history, so I don't actually know when you guys joined, like, the EU or anything. Oh, so you'll notice that guy right there, I killed him. The Jeep we just saw is going to show back up right around this corner, and it's actually going to have a new guy in it. So this guy, you want to take out as fast as possible. He does a lot of damage to you. Yeah, I've actually never played much Sega at all. I've just never been into Sega games. I've also not really been into Nintendo. I've played very little Nintendo games as well. So unfortunately I missed the scary guy, which means that car blew up. And this is where frogs start to show up again. And the frogs are the terrifying part. So we will see how this goes once we do the slow motion Jeep scene. Yeah, the cost of these games has absolutely gone up. There's no way the cost has gone down. I was listening to a podcast today, and it was talking about, apparently, the original WoW server costed, like, 50 million? 500, it was like 50 million or something to get the first WoW server started. And that was, I mean, that's the original WoW. And that game is an MMO. It can keep producing itself, keep making money. Games like Metal Gear Solid 4, like, once it's sold, it's sold. They're not making any more new copies of Metal Gear Solid 4. The only thing they're doing is, at best, re-releasing it in new packs. So, like, Konami doesn't make money off of Metal Gear Solid 4 anymore because MGO is closed down, the game doesn't sell new copies anymore. The used video game market, they don't make anything from it.
I think we lost them.
So you actually have to think about a lot of aspects of marketing video games in the industry nowadays. Yeah, but that also begs the question of, in today's standards, what is a complete game? No, dude, my internet dropped. One sec. Internet dropped. Okay. I gotta reconnect to my internet. I don't know why it dropped. I still have the recording, so we're good there. Excuse me? Wi-Fi? Feel free to continue to chat. I'll weigh in when I can. Alright, so I'm gonna continue this run. This is unfortunate, but I suppose it happens. Oops, I can't do anything until I start time again. And, continue time. Oh, or not. Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Whatever, we're just gonna keep going from here, and we'll add this time to it. So, you know what? I'm just gonna video combine these together. So, unfortunately, my internet dropped and everything crashed. But this is the exact same run, set back to the exact same time. So I'm going to start time back up the moment that this finishes loading. So we'll start time back up here to make up for this, and then we will continue. So we're just going to continue on from where we left off. We need to pop our railgun in and equip it. And just like previously, we're going to charge up a shot. We're going to wait for Raven to show up, and we're going to hit her. And we're going to charge the second shot up. Wait for her to stand still, and we're going to go for the kill. And that's quick kill Raven. And just like every boss before her up to this point, it's just going to be roll, 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 flip over, pull out the 50 cal, and take the 2 and 1 and done her. So now we're just going to skip some cutscenes. It's going to be a great time for donations. It looks like I lost my entire chat, but we'll see if we can get them back or not. We're going to finish this run out. That was unfortunate. So my internet dropped, and I guess sometimes that happens. It's not really anything you can do about it. They might come back, they might not. Alright, so this is a Metal Gear Solid 1 reference because we're entering Chapter 4, and Chapter 4 is all about returning to Shadow Moses Island. So the only thing we need to do here is make sure we don't get seen by these lights because it makes it very difficult to get through. Otherwise, it's just going to be dodge them, head right on over to this vent. It's going to give us a short cutscene saying, hey look, there's a camera here, and we're going to not care and move right on in. And that was the Metal Gear Solid 1 reference. Loading, loading, loading. No, we will not save our game. And this is going to be our next menu at the start of Chapter 4. The goal is to menu once in Chapter 1, 2, 3, twice in Chapter 4, and 3 times in Chapter 5. No, twice in Chapter 5. For a total of 7 menus. So what we're going to equip now is a couple specific weapons. We're going to equip our MGL, our 80 or 50 cal, and we're going to equip smoke grenades. And the reason that we equipped these is because we want to have our 50 cal, our smokes, and then in our final one we want a stun grenade set up. Oops, I fell. Stun grenade set up for the MGL. So we have a very limited number of stun grenades, so we have to make the ones we have count. The reason we're doing this is for hey Slum, welcome back. The reason we're doing the this setup of weapons, which seems slightly odd, is because we're gonna go for a strat known as Quick Kill Wolf. Hopefully we'll get it first try. If not, we'll see what happens. So starting on solid normal, the boss we're coming up to, it's intended to be reminiscent of the Sniper Wolf fight. It wants to be a sniper battle. We're not going to do it like a sniper battle, but unfortunately this boss can be in a random number of locations, so we're hoping we get a good spawn. If not, we have to react, but we can do this trick wherever she spawns. Yeah, I'm continuing the same run, Slum, since I got it back up. I figured, why not? I'll join the videos, since it's still one run. If they say no, they say no. But this is an amazingly good run, and I really want to showcase this run. Because I have no control over the fact that my internet and everything dropped right there. It's just really unfortunate. So I think everyone will be on my side and they'll understand.
Snake, I've checked the APU on this floor and
Because it happens to everybody.
Energy output is low, but it should be enough to power the elevator. Try the elevator and see if it's working.
But yeah, we're gonna go for a wolf quick kill. We're gonna hope we get it. And then the other thing you see me have is the 50 cal that I've been using to take out the beauties with. This time I'm going to use it to take out geckos. It is the most efficient gun for killing geckos. You can take them out in one shot.
Okay, first go down the central hallway.
It would have been a shame if it ended, which is why it's not ending. An hour and 22 minutes, man? Whew. Oh, okay, you were messing around. It's a long act 1. I'm not even at an hour and 22 minutes yet in this run.
Unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
Alright. So we're gonna switch to this 50 cal. Gonna take him out. We got the one shot, which is really good. That's the fastest way to kill a gecko. So the fact that we got that is really good. And remember, we run faster when we have a one-handed item in our hand, so we want to make sure we always have that in. In fact, some two-handed items we actually move slower with than we do other two-handed items.
Okay, Snake.
So, you want to be careful and manage which ones you have equipped. We're all rusty on our first playthrough. I'm pretty certain Raichu will be nice to me and accept the run, since I have zero competition. Besides, you guys, I mean, you'll vouch for me, right? I started the run at the exact same time as the last one cut out. In the exact same place it cut out. Okay there, camera. Oh, I got the one shot, but I got it really slow because of what just happened. Next time we stare at it. I like that. I like that. Raichu, if you're watching this, I solemnly swear at the risk of all of my runs that what I did was genuine. My internet honestly dropped. I did not modify the files. I did not modify the times. This is all the same legit run. My entire internet and OBS crashed, and I had to fix it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is keep our rations equipped. We're going to head towards Wolf. Hope she's in a good spot. I'm gonna throw a quick smoke in order to hide our trail. Oh, well, I didn't want to get caught there, but let's see, where is Wolf at? Okay, she can see me. I can't see her yet, though, which is not good. I need to find Wolf. Okay, there she is. Found her. Alright. So the goal is to get this under her. Alright, she did not fall for it, which means that was incorrect. So we have to try again. Because that's not Wolf. Oh no, it was Wolf, I just missed. Okay. Alright, so Wolf was in a bad spot, but now she's in a good spot. Ah, I got too close and unfortunately I hit her. I'm getting hit for that. So pop a syringe. Hopefully we get Wolf to behave correctly. Seeing as I missed the first one, I'm going to swap out my M4 Custom for the RPG here, so I can start taking some pot shots on her. Because that does damage to both her stamina and her health roughly equally. So now we're gonna follow her, see where she goes. I think, okay, so she's going to go by the truck, which is a good spot to get her at. Providing she doesn't snipe you like that. I think she's moving again. Yep. So if she hits you, she moves. Now I have to find her again. Is that her? Oh, where you at, Wolf? No, this is not her. Ah, there she is. Okay. Ah, only one. Right. So, try this one again. Wolf's being very, very unfortunately feisty right now. So I have to react to her. Alright, she didn't run over here. If I don't find her quick enough, it's gonna trigger a cutscene of her looking for me that I can't move during, and I don't want that. But I'm not seeing Wolf. Which means we're probably gonna see that. Oh, nope, there she is. We're good. Alright. I have to get it this time. Oh, that might have been too close to her. Yep, that was too close once again. So we're doing backup strats at the moment. Alright. Is that Wolf over there? I think Wolf's in a good spot. See her. There she is. Right. Let's hope that worked. Alright, cool. Now we got Wolf. Unfortunately, that was slow, but it worked out for us. And now all the strats are going to be the same as last time. Get down, roll around, walk the dinosaur, you know, the usual. No, I did not keep running. Once the internet dropped, I immediately paused the video, and dropped out of the run. Because I couldn't keep recording it through any means, so I just paused it because otherwise IGT was gonna keep going up. Alright, so the final menu in this place, I'm gonna run Chaffs. I'm gonna trade out the RPG for the solar gun. Chaffs, solar gun. And then I'm gonna put the Mark II in and we're gonna see if it lets me keep it or not, but I don't think it will. Just the usual.
Hold it, Snake.
So the reason I wasn't using night vision there is because, it's really the amount of damage you can take, just randomly is quite high. So I wanted to make sure that I had my rations equipped just in case, you know, literally anything happened. So I wanted to be very safe there. So that's why you didn't see me using night vision very often.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about.
So at this point, we put chaff grenades on. What chaff grenades do is they mess up electronic creatures, and they also disable cameras and radar and other things. And we're gonna take advantage of them to get through this area because most of the creatures, or this entire place has nothing living at it other than Wolf and me, and a couple other NPCs who are here at this moment. That's kind of a technicality.
I still have a job to do.
Alright, so we're gonna throw this that way to make him look that way. He's gonna turn around, then he's gonna get confused. So my goal is to get through this as fast as possible so I don't trigger an alert. If I do, it's okay, I just have to make sure I react to the alert appropriately. Is this gecko in a good spot? He is. Alright, we're fine. We are good. We're rolling into walls here. Oh. That's a shame. I guess we lost, Nemor. I rolled too early. I'm a little flustered after that internet drop now. Alright, so the reason we throw that chaff there is because that door that we just went through will not open if there's an alert ongoing, and there's an enemy that blocks the way very specifically that will pretty much guarantee you trigger an alert. So a chaff grenade just makes it very, very easy. So we're gonna do the vamp strat once again. Just follow the vampire, use the stun gun, and one and done him. We're gonna equip the syringe because the way to kill vamp is you CQC him, and then stick him with the syringe. That was almost bad. He knocked me back, but I recovered from it fine. Shout out to this gecko. This gecko is the best thing at killing me.
They blow up and they take us with them. You've got to keep them back. I'm sending you data on where to aim. Put a bullet through their brains.
So this part works the same as it did in the other runs. I just gotta take out these geckos. The only ones who really matter are the ones that are blinking red, because they'll explode if I let them be stationary for too long. Otherwise, there's just this nice little fight going on over there on the right. Feel free to watch it. It's probably more interesting than whatever's happening on the left. Like me missing the same gecko 8 times. Shout out to this gecko! So if a gecko lands on you, it's an instant kill. So I need to be very careful not to have a gecko land on me. Even on the easiest difficulty, one of these things landing on you will instantaneously kill you.
come again! Hang in there, Snake! Don't give up! Good, Snake!
So they're just doing their fancy fighting. Them using knives and swords. I'm over here using a sniper
They're coming from
rifle.
above!
And this is probably a good time for
Snake,
donation.
be careful!
Unless I'm talking about other stuff here that I have pre-planned.
Nice, Snake!
Alright. It's gonna end soon. There should be 2 more red geckos. One shot, not one shot. One shot, not one shot.
Good, Snake!
Took 3 shots. So what about you guys, chat? How are you doing right now? I'm a little flustered. Flustered is the best way to describe how I feel right now. I'm upset, I'm nervous. I messed up Wolf and that just added to the nerves. I could have gotten stepped on there. I literally cannot see. This isn't even fair.
Nice, Snake!
You, please, go down. Alright, so the fight's over. That's that. Snake smiles. I mean, you're welcome to go to bed. I'm not trying to keep you up, Snake. I appreciate you coming back, but there's no reason to stay up for me.
Snake, we have to get out. Follow the supply. Stomp those gecko and head straight for the exit. Snake, I've made Rex's control manual available. Check it out before you get started.
He's tired of himself. So with Rex, it's just a whole bunch of catching. Feel free to read some donations during this. There's really not much tech to explain. Other than that right there. Rex has a random chance to jump in any direction. After that cutscene, he can jump left, right, forward, or backwards, and forward is the least likely of those options. So right there you saw him out backwards, which was unfortunate. Just had the wrong nose. I wanted to be at Ray by 135, but the fact that that wolf went so poor means that if I beat Ray by 140, then this is good. What about you, Slum? How you doing? Alright, Rex. Please, a ray. Let's get a good ray.
Let's finish this, Snake.
Nope.
Designed for Rex.
We
You've got me on
bounce
your
back
side.
into the
Handle
building.
this. Crush Ray and liquid with it.
How did he hit me there? Okay, I'm just gonna go for any damage that it presents to me. Because this fight has not worked out once today. I don't understand how he does that. Okay. Yeah, this is not working out well. He's done a significant amount of damage to me already, so we're hoping if I die, then this is gonna be bad.
Ray leaves itself wide open, right? Missile launcher is empty. Wait for it to reload.
Wasn't it? Oh no, the wall run is really slow. Yeah, that wall one is really slow. Nope, I might be dead here. Okay. This fight exists.
Missile launcher is empty. Wait for it to reload. Snake, shoot down the approaching missiles with the machine cannon. Don't let a single one slip through.
Literally cannot do anything when he blocks it like that.
Snake, keep it coming.
Oh, come on, Rex. Hooray. You did not need to go this bad. What the heck? How does a Metal Gear disappear? Come on, get the quick kill, get the quick kill.
Launcher is empty. Wait for it to reload.
Nope, still didn't get it. Yeah, I had to do Ray legit. Which is really unfortunate. Okay, there we go, we got one. We're 30 seconds over. We'll see. That's demoralizing. Yeah. I'm donating money for every minute Ray takes. Because you're supposed to be able to do Ray in like 15 seconds, and I just cannot figure out how to do it. I tried. I try. No matter what happens, Ray just... he just does that. Whatever. Let's get over it. Wolf went bad. Ray went bad. We have 23 minutes to beat this game. You guys think we can do it in 23 minutes? We can do it in 23 minutes. Alright, so second to last menu in the game. We're gonna put on our usual face camo here. And then weapon wise, we're going to re-equip our MGL. Wherever it is. Re-equip our MGL, keep our solar gun, keep our M4, equip the operator and the 50 cal. Nope, not the operator, sorry. We're gonna equip the Mark II pistol.
Good job, Snake. You made it on board. Well,
So take them out.
enemy units are already on their
There's a faster route than this that's about 30 seconds faster, but it's also significantly more risky. Oh, how did I trigger an alert? Okay, well this is unfortunate. We might be okay here. We might be able to work with this, in all honesty. So I can show up if an alert triggers. What you need to do is take out these geckos here as quick as possible. And if we did it right, we should be able to get through. We might get sniped. Nope, we're fine. We recovered from that alert. Fine. So we're gonna equip our pistol and our smokes. We didn't put smoke grenades on. We didn't put smoke grenades on. Okay, that's fine.
Sounds like a perfect job for me.
That's my fault. I forgot to put smoke grenades on. I'll menu him here, and we'll go for frog skip one more time. Alright. Weapons. I need the Mark II. I'll put them in here. Alright, smoke grenades. Alright. So let's see if we finally get frog skip in one of these runs.
Meryl's in danger. Take
Come
out
on.
the enemy before they get to her.
What? Game? I looked at that frog like 3 times. I don't know why the game didn't. Is this the last frog? It is the last frog. Okay. So we're gonna do this correctly this time, hopefully. So we're gonna shoot her in the body, swap to a smoke, throw it at her feet, then play dead. Actually, we're gonna throw a second smoke just in case. Then we're gonna play dead. And if we did this right, we'll get frog skip. There we go. That's frog skip. We got frog skip in a run, guys. Gotta pop a syringe so we can hit this boss. And then our goal is to use the power of sunlight in order to target the mantis doll. Ooh. Missing is unfortunate. Missing causes them to react crazy. Okay. Now I have to be very careful because of that miss. This is... There we go. We got it. Yeah, if you miss a shot, this boss turns extremely random. So I have to be very careful not to miss any more shots.
Even if she tries to hurt you, Meryl's not acting of her own free will. Don't
Also, the boss takes a extra hit in this difficulty,
hurt her.
so I do have to work with that as well. So normally the next hit would take the doll away, but you notice that it has both legs attached still. So that's how you know that it takes 2 hits, and then 2 more hits in this difficulty. And then once I grab the doll, I'm gonna do my final menu of the run. So that was 1 hit. Wait for her to move. For her to do the string pull, and then get the final hit. So this is the final menu of the run. We're going to equip the doll. We're going to equip chaff grenades. We're going to equip the 50 cal here, and we're going to equip the operator because those are the last few guns that we need. Equip the doll. We have to find and pick it up first. Then, once we've picked it up, we use motion controls here. So it says use a vertical up-down, but it's actually faster to use a horizontal left-right to kill that boss. Alright. Roll away. Get down. Oh, she behaved really well there. I wasn't expecting her to do that. Iframes? Okay, and we got the kill. Alright, so now the final series of rooms. Let's equip our chaff grenades, because we need them for the next room.
You can't take any more of it. It's not about winning or losing.
Alright, so just like with the previous categories, estimate is a 2:05 real time.
Why don't we get somebody else? I've got nothing to lose. You were the lightning in that rain. I still shine through the darkness.
So you'll notice when I walk through this next door, Snake's gonna do like a weird jiggle auto thing. Right there. I no longer have to hold the controller. He runs through this room on his own automatically. So now it's just some cutscenes. Plenty of time for donations. And now we want to throw a chaff out. We want to get it started ASAP. And then begin moving through the engine rooms. The second set of engine rooms here. If we let these things grab us, then they will knock us down, and they'll take quite a bit of time from us, which is extremely annoying to deal with. But we got through them all. There's no more. So Snake did a little auto jiggle there again, and then this room he also does automatically. Little cutscene. So we're at the microwave tunnels. This is the final time we'll see the microwave tunnels.
Snake, that
The only thing we have to do here is move forward and press button prompts when they appear for us.
Get through there as quickly as possible.
The video up top is significantly more interesting than what's going on bottom, so feel free to watch it. You can also read some donations at this point, because nothing's gonna be interesting happening. Yeah.
Are you alright?
Don't give up on me, Snake!
Alright. So at this point, we have to start pushing triangle. You can still steer Snake, and you have to steer against the camera, so you want to make sure he's going as straight as possible. That's a good question, man. I want to know why Snake doesn't just run through this area faster. And additionally, they talk about putting metal in a microwave. The Mark II is not made of plastic. Why is the Mark II able to survive in this microwave? So yeah, more time for donations. Just push the triangle. So now I gotta push triangle even faster. Everyone loves pushing buttons really fast. I know that for a fact. This is not the 4th time I've done it today or anything. If you see the triangle prompt come up, it means I'm not pushing triangle fast enough for the game to be happy. So, the way this scene works is it's actually, those electrical shocks are actually tied to certain points in the cutscene. So after Meryl shoots, you're going to see a gun charge, then you're going to see a little girl named Sunny be really happy about some eggs. And at this point, I'm going to get shocked another time. So I want everyone to get your controllers ready, get your keyboards ready, and begin mashing triangle as hard and fast as you can. Actually, just don't, because I don't want to, so you don't have to either. Alright. So the way that scene works is, regardless of where you are in the cutscene or what's going on, once the door at the very end opens, Snake is, once the door at the very end opens, Snake is home free. You don't have to put any more inputs regardless of where you are. Whether you're on the final scene, whether you're on the previous scene, it will always automatically complete. And this is the final boss. It's my favorite part of the entire game. The goal is to juggle him and not get hit, which I've done a very good job of so far. So this is what a juggle looks like. If we do it right, he'll never get another hit in. We want to avoid doing any big hits or getting big hit, because they all trigger cutscenes the first time you get hit, and you have to get up from them. So it's slow. That's the scary hit right there, but thankfully we already got hit by a kick, so it was okay, and we didn't have to redo its animation. You can cancel his kicks by doing the shuffle, the juggle like this. So even though it looks like he's getting really close, we're actually not in any risk of being kicked. So it looks like we have him in a good pattern. Him dodging is unfortunate, but it's also okay because it means we do have him in the pattern. One of the things you don't want to do, dodging is fine, ducking is usually fine. you never want to block because he will combo you and he will break your block and it gives him a free hit in on you. So that was Phase 1 from Metal Gear Solid 1. This is Phase 2 from Metal Gear Solid 2. Here he gains a powerful attack. You might see it here. Yes. So what we want him to do is use that to bait him into a position so we can begin a second set of juggling. Unfortunately, we punch each other at the same time. It's not scripted. It just happens. It's kind of random, kind of not. But it's okay that it happened because I'd be surprised if it never happened. So here's another big punch. I meant to dodge. That's unfortunate that I didn't dodge. That attack does a massive amount of damage if you let it hit you. But he thankfully dodged right back into me, so we're able to keep this juggle going. Yeah, you can tell he's gonna do it whenever he gets really far away from you like that. So each phase is triggered by getting him to certain health points. You recover a little bit of health, he recovers much more health. Thankfully, none of the phases are too difficult. This is the third phase. This is the most annoying phase. It is absolute pure RNG. We might be able to one cycle him. We might be here for quite a while, waiting for him to let us get an opening. So if his hands are open and you throw a punch, he will counter you with CQC. If his hands are closed, he's probably going to block. So what you want to do to try to get hits in is wait for him to hit and then respond by throwing a punch to cancel him because he'll be open. So I want to avoid... Yeah. Also, he loves throwing in random headbutts in. If I die during this stage, it'll be because of a headbutt. He countered me. So we're gonna see a lot of this, if things go the way they go. Oh, dang it. This is his grapple move. This gets harder on every difficulty to get through, but thankfully we lucked out. We're not gonna take this because it does like no damage, and it takes longer to do it. That triangle prompt you see is the game saying, hey, do you want to follow up with an uppercut? We do not want to follow up with an uppercut. Or, not an uppercut, a headbutt. We don't want to do that because it's slow. Again. Come on, Liquid. This is really unfortunate, but it is going. I don't know, I didn't mean to take that. That's just habit. Just a little more and we'll have him in Phase 4. And once we're in Phase 4, it's GG. So his hands are open, so I'm... Alright, so this is going to trigger a cutscene because I accidentally hit him with the kick. This is what I'm talking about with these cutscenes. Okay, and we're in Phase 4. So, that was unfortunately really close, but once we're in Phase 4, it's over. The only thing that can happen is he's going to hit me first, or he's going to hit me second. Otherwise, this fight is the exact same way every time, and you cannot die here. So when you get third step, throw a punch, he's going to punch me. Once you hit normal difficulty, he's always going to throw a punch. You cannot skip it no matter... Well, maybe Taz could skip it if he was mashing fast enough, but... humanly, it's not possible to skip that. Okay. So, time is going to be on final punch. of this. That's going to be the next punch. So I will point it out when it comes. And time. And that's it. So, as always, thanks GDQ. I hope Metal Gear gets in. I apologize for this video to anyone watching it for being split into two parts. Unfortunately, my stream dropped and OBS crashed, or my internet dropped and OBS crashed. So I admit I did menu out. I saved, menued out, and then reloaded it. So that's what you see the second segment becoming. Otherwise, the run is completely untampered with. That is the only thing I did. But yeah, coming back to GDQ, I'd like to say thanks. Shoutouts to anyone on the couch. Shoutouts to... do a couple shoutouts. They're in my other videos. But yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid 4. The last thing I want to point out, I'm actually going to keep this one rolling, just so you guys can see the incentive. So, the incentive I want to push is after that final punch, we're going to get these cutscenes here, and I'm going to skip all of them up to the final one. So, we just got to get to it, and I will point it out to you guys. So, in the meantime, this was, like, being an incentive, you can read donations, because I'm basically setting it up. So this is the first set of unskippable credits. Thankfully, it's very short. It doesn't take too long. It just does a quick shout out. The incentive would close here to see if we've met it or not. So all this incentive is to play a scene, the final cutscene of the game. Or not final, sorry. The second to last cutscene before the second set of credits that essentially pays homage to the entire Metal Gear series in one small scene. I feel it's a good way to pay respect to the series, and I think it might be a really good show moment for GDQ. It'll get the crowd involved. I think everyone will enjoy it. So, I'll point it out when we get there. So this is the first set of credits. That's all it is, that little bit. Plenty of time for some donations. During that, and the incentive closing. Just gotta skip a couple more cutscenes here, and then we'll be at it. So these cutscenes explain the entire Metal Gear story if you're interested. I'm not doing an incentive for all of it, it's too much. So this is the cutscene that I want to play. It's unskippable anyway. This is good.
This is good.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
So after he says those lines, I want to pay respect to the Metal Gear Solid series by standing up. I'd have myself stand up and my couch stand up, and we would all salute the stream. I mean, we would salute the TV and the stream, similar to Metal Gear Solid 3. And I think that moment would speak for itself to Metal Gear fans. So, that's what I'm hoping to drop as an incentive. Additionally, for the sake of completion, this being the 4th run, and also a PB, I'm going to let the second set of credits play through. This will not be featured at GDQ. It will be over the moment that cutscene ends, because this is way too long to show. It's about 11 minutes here, but I am going to show you how in-game time works, just in case you are curious. So this run right here, this is going to be a 2:12, roughly a 2:12:02, maybe? So it's not too difficult to tell what it's going to be. But yeah, again, this part is not going to be featured. I'm only recording it for the sake of completionist, and you do not have to watch any of this. Because you will not be seeing it live. It's just not worth it. So, you guys in chat, what do you think? How'd that run go? Out of the 3 runs, I don't know how many of you saw all 3 runs, but what do you guys think went best today? What do you think went worse today? What do you think I really need to work on? And what do you think is pretty consistent? I know it's a lot of questions front-loaded on you, but I'm interested in your viewpoints and opinions on the speedrun of this game. Because I have my opinions, but I don't know what you guys think. I want to engage you. Besides, we have like 10 minutes to kill, so let's do it. Stream's gonna get a little laggy because I'm opening Firefox up. I think Crying Wolf is the weak spot. That's fair enough. What about it makes you think Crying Wolf is the part that needs the most work? I'm curious what makes you say Crying Wolf. Actually, I bet you I know why, Crying Wolf. That's close to 10 minutes. Oh, welcome to the chat, Kevin. I think the issue is, I need to be more consistent with the smokes to make sure that the smokes, land consistently in front of her. Oh, you wanted to see Big Boss? Man, you did just miss that by a couple minutes. Oh, the Legacy Collection's fun. A speedrun, which games do you want to do a speedrun of? Since that has just about all of them, except 5. Well, I'm questioning the mods right now. I'll see if they accept it. If not, it's a personal PB. I tried. You just gotta learn. I mean, how many cutscenes did you watch, Kevin? Cause if you watch cutscenes, that's 17 hours makes sense. I mean, even if you watch none, this game's really fun, so 17 hours makes sense. MGS1 or 2? Awesome. I will have to check out Solid Snake playing as Solid Snake or Raiden. Alright, so this is
Snake, wake
like
up.
a weird, unskippable dialogue thing. Again, it's here for the sake of completion.
No thanks.
None of this
I'm
is
quitting.
going to be shown at GDQ. It's just
If I can
unreasonable.
kill ya.
Where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see.
I love the game too, man. MGS4 is literally my two favorite PS3 games are Metal Gear Solid 4 and Resistance Follow Man, and those are the two PS3 games that I speedrun. Yes, I am going to GDQ, hopefully with a run. At a minimum, I'm going, but if I go as a, I'm super excited. I might go, or to go as a runner if they'll take me. I've submitted 3 games, none of which have ever been at a GDQ before. So it's going to be pretty exciting if they take any of them. I'll be the first, it'll be my first time running, and it'll be the first time for the games running. So I'll have to do it justice. I really will. It's going to be nerve-wracking. I'm honestly going to be nervous up there.
You need me as a witness.
A witness.
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass
Are
on
any of
your
you guys
story.
going to GDQ?
Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were and stick with you to the end.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs.
I
alone,
highly
would you?
recommend it. It's absolutely worth going, in my opinion. It's so fun. Now, just a heads up, if it's your first time, you're not going to be going to watch the stream. You can watch the stream when you get home. You don't go to GDQ to watch the stream. You go to GDQ for everything else.
Come quick! They're ready!
I'm actually finishing up, Bobo.
They look yummy! Sort of like the sun.
We had like a weird incident happen.
It's rising again.
Alright, so this is the end screen. This is what it looks like. So, yep. Just like I said, for completion's sake, so you can see it. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully the game gets in. I'm really looking forward to it. Peace.